Happy Sunday. Happy eclipse. Well, it hasn't peaked yet, but happy Sunday. It does peak today. High fire elements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm here with your solar eclipse reading. My apologies for the delay. I had no idea that these elemental readings would be damn near 2 hours. So I'm recharged. I'm ready to read. But as I am lotioning my hands, baby, let me tell you, as a fire sign to a fellow fire sign, how my rising has went. Now this eclipse energy is an energy of sunrise. It's 10:26 a.m. East Coast time. It's Sunday, September 21st, 2025. We are also today is the last day of summer. We shift into autumn tomorrow. The autumn equinox begins. This is a harvest moon, so it's giving small changes lead to big wins for you. But no, 111. Yeah, let's talk about my rising. So I woke up early because I planned to be here earlier, but I am on the divine time and not Gray's time. So I woke up early, maybe went for my walk. I let this big ass fucking mosquito in my home. The mosquito was like the size of my damn palm, right? So I walked out the door and I have a light in front of my door so it attracts the mosquitoes and the moths and things. And I be spraying the fly and insect spray so nothing will come in because I don't have a screen. And the light, I have no control over the light. And if it's not daylight, the light is on. So, and I left at like fucking, it was in the 7 a.m. hour, okay? So anywho, sunrise energy. But I let the mosquito in, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just leave it in the house. It's big enough. I'll see the bitch when I come back. And I was like, no, it's gonna fuck with me. So I came back in the house, and we had a tussle, but I killed it. But I don't know where the fuck it is. And I've been on this deep clean type of energy since the lunar eclipse, and now I have to deep clean because I don't know where the motherfucker is, okay? So that happened. I did my walk. Everything was fine. Get back home, clean up, take a shower, baby. I'm doing my thing in the shower. I feel really, really good. I look down and realize, honey, I am taking a fucking shower with a fucking spider, okay? So I went from zen, this rising in the shower, to we need to hurry up, okay? So usually I'll check the tub, okay? Because spiders, it's that time of the season, okay? The weather is changing. Again, today is the last day of summer. So the spiders are coming in. Once I realized that motherfucker was in the fucking shower with me, I left it there, okay? Usually I am on immediate defense mode, but I left it there, okay? Maybe it'll drown. I don't fucking know. But that happened. So then when I was outside meditating on your energy before starting this live, this is a season you all are weaving something, okay? I was just watching this big ass spider outside just weave its web. It was just a going and going and going. And you're in the art of creating. So like I said, small change leads to big wins. We got trolls on this Sunday. I'm gonna leave it. Should I leave it? No. I gotta monitor energy. Hey y'all. Hold on. But yeah, there's some change happening, okay? But also with the message of hold on. With the message of the mosquito, don't let shit slide, okay? Okay. Let's get started. Let's pray. We need to pray, obviously. Alright, put that over there. And then I stained my damn shirt. But it's okay. We can cover it. I'm not changing the shirt. Once I'm dressed, I'm dressed. But all is well. I still feel really good. Okay? Okay. Spirit, let's cleanse away the trolls, the uncertainty, the chaos, the disruptions, anything that does not serve our highest self. Thank you for allowing us and me to maintain the energy of intention, joy, peace, happiness, sunrise. For any of us that are battling, transitioning from the darkness to the light, may we have the courage, may we have the strength, may we have the resilience. Thank you for allowing us to realize that we are all more than conquerors. Okay. Some of y'all need to get into the gospel on this Good Sunday. And we talk about the Lord and we gonna cuss, okay? Okay, because that's me and my communication style. Hi, a guide of sacred timing. All right, we got the dragon's blood sage going. Let's pray. God, divine source, Holy Spirit, thank you for the Sunday. Thank you for another day of life. Thank you for allowing me to guide Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, the fire elements, on this Virgo new moon partial solar eclipse energy. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as this energy unfolds. Thank you for allowing me to be focused. Thank you for allowing me to disregard the distractions. Thank you for each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude. Ashe. I have sage all over the desk. All right. Let's get started. I just want to say, I don't participate in voodoo, okay? It's not what I do. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Do I need to start quoting Bible verses? Because we can go there on this Sunday, okay? Moving on. Hi, y'all. Let's restart. Spirit. Virgo new moon solar eclipse for the fire energies. So based on how this energy is going in the chat, it wasn't like this for the other three elements. I mean, the trolls come, but it's a bit excessive this rising. It's not even noon yet. East Coast. But so there's shadow energy coming up for everyone collectively, right? We started this eclipse with a lunar eclipse, and we are ending in a solar eclipse. So from the darkness to the light, and as I mentioned, this is sunrise energy for you, right? I do feel like this eclipse season, it is very, the energy signature is, I feel like I say vibrant too often. But that's the best word to describe it. However, you will be triggered, okay? Just like this chat has been trying me, okay? You will be triggered. And I do feel like there's a lot of energy being projected towards you. I do feel like there's a lot of false judgments happening I feel like this has already started to happen. I do feel like the false judgments kind of started around the lunar eclipse. You could just notice just the energy and with people, places, and things just changing. I feel like a lot of you are in heavy observation mode. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. First card, baby, chaos and conflict, okay? 33. Feels like all of you are definitely utilizing the fire element within these next 6 months. Yeah, literally. And I feel like with this, the way that you're alchemizing the fire element, it's like so we're approaching the season of like fireplaces, bonfires, right? You know, the signature of fire. But it's like, you know, as the wood is gathered, because, you know, to burn the fire, most of us use wood. You know, people have, I mean, it's 2025, so it's all type of fucking fireplaces these days, right? But when it comes to just the basic, you know, wood and flame, you know, we hear of the saying, a moth to a flame, but it's not that energy. It's like, as you are igniting the fire, you know, the wood would be a representation of you, okay? The earthly realm, the human self, okay? Think of wood as the physical aspect, and then the fire element would be it's like the ignition. As you are, it's like as you're lighting, you're turning on, you're turning the engine over. I don't know, it's like you're starting something, but purposefully though. I feel like it's not necessarily being exhausted with the way of living in a sense, but it is being exhausted with the way of living, being exhausted with a way of feeling, being exhausted with a way of thinking. Like a lot of you could feel just energetically exhausted, and I feel like it's not your body saying I'm tired. It's an energy that's asking to be purged and released, just like, you know, the middle of this damn horse, even though it's in the body of a damn zebra, but there's a breakthrough happening, if that makes sense. A lot of threes. Yeah, building blocks, exhaustion. Feels like your spirit is more so exhausted. You may be perceiving this as, you know, the body being exhausted, but I do feel like it's the spirit exhausted with something specifically. Your spirit. I appreciate you. TikTok. Another 3 is 30, but we have 333 here. Feels like a cycle has been completed, because 333 does break down to 9. It's giving, like, you know, ascension in the steps of whether masculine or feminine, but ascension in the way of maiden, mother, and crone as a representation of 333. But with these cards, it definitely does not look like that, okay? All right, let's get the message. Thank you, thank you. Not for you, peace. You're the only element to get peace. I feel like I need to acknowledge that. All right, what else? Loyal heart in reverse. Yeah, you're noticing some things. Unfinished symphony. To be fair is upright. Imagine is in reverse. So I think I said a cycle has been finished, but that's plural. Cycles with an S on the end. Okay? And as I say that with an S on the end, there's this energy of you stepping into, you know, walking around like you have an S on your chest, respectfully. And it's interesting, you know, today is Sunday. It starts with an S. You're the only element left to do, and we're doing you on Sunday. So starting with chaos and conflict, it's giving you've been going through some things, okay? And don't nobody understand you, okay? Boosie style, right? And then next you have TikTok in reverse. So time is up, okay? It's giving a chapter has been closed, or really a book has been finished. Especially with Not For You, following this energy, 6. But then whatever has been closed, so the greater than, less than symbols when it comes to math. This this fortune cookie, I've never seen it this way ever, but it's giving me like, greater than, less than. And so let me show you what's to the left of peace. It's giving Beyonce, to the left, to the left. All right, today's the last day of summer, which means it's also the last day of the last full day of Virgo season, because I believe autumn starts sometime tomorrow afternoon. Anywho, so what's to the left of peace? You have first card, chaos and conflict, TikTok in reverse, and Not For You. Okay, everything that does not serve you has been removed, and it's very interesting because what's present in your life, it's like you're very surprised by what's still standing, if anything or anyone is still standing, or this will be your energy by the time this current eclipse energy finishes. Okay, we're on different levels, different paths, but that's what's to the left of this peace energy. And this peace dove with an egg, it's time for a new beginning, a breakthrough. But you see this face in the egg, like, what's your vision? What do you desire to create? Now, for a lot of you, your vision, they're showing me, going back to the energy of the fire, how instead of using one piece of wood, you need multiple pieces of wood. Even like lighting a grill, instead of using one piece of, what is it called, coal, you need multiple pieces of coal to light it, right? Sometimes instead of using one match, you have to use multiple matches. Instead of using just a sprinkle of lighter fluid, you need more lighter fluid, So with that energy of multiplying, it's kind of like two's a crowd for you. The saying is usually three's a crowd, but for you, two's a crowd, because I just showed you the to the left energy, and what's after peace is loyal heart in reverse. So two's a crowd in this energy. Something is meant to be self-serving. I didn't think we were about to go there, but that's what I'm getting. Now, down here, you have unfinished symphony, right? So this is saying something is not over. To be fair, and then imagine. So the first energy is about outside people, okay? Now this energy is all about you. It's like God is not done with you, okay? Whether you're when you're in your teens and 20s, you're focused on having your whole life ahead of you. But baby, when you get in your 30s, because I'm in my 30s, and then 40s, 50s, because my mom in her 50s, I be telling her, baby, live your fucking life. You think she be living her fucking life? No, she's doing same old shit, just a different day. Okay, the cycles, it's like becoming, what's that word? Shit. What's the opposite of being spontaneous? Predictable behavior. But you could feel like, based on your age or wherever you are in life, whatever life has shown you in the last 5 to 10 years, because this card is 10, that God is done with you. I don't know how to say it in any other way, but unfinished symphony, it's a no. And to be fair, you're the song You're Next in Line for a Miracle, but it's like, everyone has their season, everyone has their time. And, the world may have told you that if it wasn't, achieved or received by this time, it just wasn't meant for you. But the world is not God, okay? Okay. And with imagine, you need to, it's like this, going back to this peace card. Imagine being reversed is you've stopped dreaming, okay? You've stopped dreaming and just accepted the energy of expectation, okay? And it's kind of like the expectation of the mundane versus the expectation of miracles. It's a different type of energetic frequency. So with this imagine being in reverse, I do feel like this is highlighting your damn, 2025 is what Spirit is saying. Imagine in reverse is highlighting your 2025. And the imagine in reverse is a reflection of how much you have produced creatively, okay? Not because you had to, not because the bill was paid, because you wanted to, because it made you happy, because you have and or had a vision that your soul and your heart desires to keep alive, okay? It's like your mind can't get enough. Let me tell y'all. My spirit team has been having me watch Touched by an Angel, okay? And I said this in the last eclipse reading. But let me, Touched by an Angel has really been helping me. That's why I'm so fucking graceful with these comments right now, okay? And it's very interesting because last night, the last episode that I watched before I went to bed, it was actually after I finished the water element reading. And if you know about Touched by an Angel, you should tap in because baby, we need all the love and light and brighter perspective that we can get. If you don't know, you should tap in. It's on Netflix, I think. Yeah, it's on Netflix or Hulu. Netflix. One of them. I think it's Netflix. Anywho, so the episode of Touched by an Angel last night, it was about racism. And the comments haven't been about racism, but it was being able to be graceful when you're standing in front of the devil. Okay, let's just bring it to the table. And, you know, being able to see the devil when the devil does not look like the devil, you know, because in the show, Monica, she's one of the angels. She had never been in a confrontation with the devil. And so she was like, you know, I expected the devil to be in horns and shit, you know, just looking like a monster. But he wasn't, okay? So Tess would be, she's like the elder angel, right? She would be like the archangel, okay? Tess, she was so triggered, you know, she was removed from the assignment because she allowed her shadow to take over when she should have remained in the light, okay? And it was that whole episode was just an epiphany for me in a sense. And I'm really trying to have grace because it is Sunday, okay? And I am a child of God, okay? And I feel like too many people put the divine in a box. And I feel like Christianity has called the divine to be put in a box, okay? And Christianity relies on a book that is not even in completion, it's not even whole. And instead of people doing their research and expanding their knowledge, they choose to remain in a mental fucking box, okay? And for someone like me who was taught and raised to be in a mental fucking box and who has done so much to adverse that narrative for myself, it's very challenging to remain in grace because you have me fucked up, okay? So baby, God is working on me through Touched by an Angel, and I'm just having grace. And when we want to go from 0 to 100 because motherfuckers have us fucked up, we just have to stay gracious, okay? Honey, the 7 virtues are hard as fuck. Hard as a motherfucker, okay? I'm going to iterate the fuck on this Sunday and hard as fuck, okay? But God knows my heart, okay? And I use the tongue as an iteration of how the fuck I feel. So, I just needed to say that. Let's move on. You need to dream again, okay? Going back to how I said I'm a child of God, baby, if you are 60, 80, 100, okay? Because, honey, life is becoming longer these days, okay? Things are becoming very biblical. Now, people not living to 600 years old, but we're getting past the hundreds, okay? Which I really think that when it comes to age, with age is wisdom, right? And with wisdom is so much fucking knowledge. And we are 5 years past 2020. Just collectively, we need to think greater, okay? However that works for you. But I do feel like if you are trying to force people to be on this journey with you, force people to hold your hand, judge people for not wanting to be side by side with you, you will experience, I'm getting it, it's a test of disloyalty, right? And it's not, we always talk about disloyalty with people, but this is more so disloyalty to your purpose, disloyalty to your north node, disloyalty to your north star, disloyalty to your promise to the divine, disloyalty to your promise to your ancestors, whomever. But everything that is being removed and everything that is coming in, like it is true for you to pay attention. And I always emphasize journaling, but for you it's very important for you to journal your daily life, because I feel like these 6 months are not going to look the same. Like 6 months not for you, it's about to be greater than, less than, okay? Asset versus liability type shit, okay? What is worthy to stand trial? And I don't mean in a court justice sense, but it could be, okay? Because baby, we got spiritual court, all right? So it could be in disloyalty shit, it connects. But it's like, when it comes to the greater fight, the good fight, not everyone that say that they are ready for battle, that they can withstand the battle, is able to survive and get through to the end of the battle, okay? Sometimes people can't walk it like they talk it, okay? And the mind is giving a perception of things being one way, but when it's time to be in that energy, people fold. It's a reality, right? And I just feel like everyone is going through their particular test at this time. It's definitely giving training day in all forms, right? But for a lot of you, when it comes to, again, you started with chaos and conflict. We're about to clean this up and move on. But with the chaos and conflict as the first card, I said first guard. I don't know what that means. But first card. That should fuck me up. Chaos and conflict is to the left of all of this energy, even though it's, again, the first card. So I do feel like when it comes to chaos and conflict, for a lot of you, that's been mastered. And I've said this before, I don't remember to who, but peace has not been mastered. And that's a test within itself. Because, we say we want peace, but then when we are given peace, it's like, being in a room of silence. To me, that's peace, okay? No noise, pure peace. No phone, no Wi-Fi, just you in the 4 walls, or however many walls there are, okay? No fucking rabbit holes happening in the mind, like just pure, just peace, okay? It's like a moment of silence for a full day. But we're in a time where honey, between scrolling and the phone and technology and Wi-Fi and having things be immediate for us, it's very difficult for collectively for people to be in moments of silence for 24 hours. But for you, it's like, I do feel like you are moving into an energy of peace be still, because what I just described is an energy of peace be still. And that's a struggle, because that's a reflection of being able to tame the fire. You may want to light the fire, and you are lighting some flames, right? But you have to know when to put out the fire. You have to know when this is not the time. Honey, The fire and the fucking wood need to rest, okay? We just need to be still. We don't need to self-destruct, okay? We don't need to externally destruct, okay? We don't need to slay with our tongue. We just need to be still. I got you. I'm aware. Thank you. But yeah, let's clean this up. It's 10:55, 10:10. Okay, what else? The fates. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Mending. I hear that song. Why would you want to break up? Why would you want to break up? So you have mending. You also have poised sideways. You have by the book in reverse. I don't eat Burger King, but it's giving the Burger King logo. Like, you can have it your way. And I've been the commercials for Burger King, they have a new commercial. Shit, what is it? It says, they talk about how like the other, like McDonald's and them, get the opinions of celebrities, but Burger King wants your opinion for like what they offer news, something like that. I'm not directly quoting at all. But this energy is giving, you can have it your way. But mending is giving healing. But there's two people in this card. I just don't know who the other individual is. But it more so feels like inner child healing. Because your inner child is always a part of you, no matter how grown you are. Yeah, orphans in reverse. That's too many. One at a time. Woo, okay. So this is fire. Collectively, your opposite, all of you, would be air, right? Time to go. New life on the bottom. Yang number 1. Masculine energy, but your root chakra. Yeah, this is definitely inner child healing. So this eclipse is bringing inner child healing that leads to a restoration of self-confidence, self-assurance. This is making me emotional. Shit. By the book in reverse, something for you is out of the ordinary. Now, by the book has been coming out upright, but for you it's in reverse, and I feel like it's you. Hold on, what the hell? You know the song, I think it's Kirk Franklin, but Jesus, let me touch you to see if you are real. So you see how in poise, it's sideways, but you see how her hands are stretched. Hold on, what the hell? You see how her hands are stretched out? Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. What is happening? Okay, my bad. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Okay. What was I saying? Let me touch you to see if you're real. Okay. So, by the book, something is out of the ordinary for you. You're meant to do something that is out of the ordinary as well, right? Whatever you're meant to do that is out of the ordinary, it does lead to whatever milk and honey is for you. I do feel like with this solar eclipse, whether masculine or feminine, you should look into a milk and honey bath. Take a milk and honey bath. A lot of you, you know, you could be focused on cleansing, very into like salt baths and things, but milk and honey is the sweeter things in life. Like, they're showing me like the pink Himalayan salt, black salt. You know, I always advise use those. I use they're part of my collection, my path collection. But with orphaned in reverse, it feels like coming back to your true self. And it's interesting. So this is fire elements as a whole, Aries, Leo, Sag. And as I told the water elements last night before I ended, this energy collectively is sunrise, but that has been specifically a message for Leo. And the sun shines, the sun rises, and this is not a comparison of power, none of that. But Leo rules the 5th house. Okay, Leo is the inner child. And so the sun literally is the happiest card. Shit, hold on, baby, the tears about to come. The sun is literally the happiest card in the deck, okay? So with the sun being the happiest card in the deck, that would be the opposite of this orphaned energy and a reflection of this fucking milk and honey energy. What in the world? And it's like you're so focused on, it's like being so focused on the struggle, and it's like God is like, run away from that energy, like run into peace, run into the sun, like run to shit, whatever safety is for you. But I feel like that safety net can only come from the divine. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. I think I got it together now. Baby, it's never been like this on a live, but the energy just feels like it's like tears of love. Like I can't begin to give you a word to emphasize it, but it just like my heart just feels so light. Like I can't tell you the last time I felt how I feel right now. Yeah, message in the bottle. So it's time to get to going towards that energy. Let's move on. It's like overwhelming gratitude. That's the best way I can use a term to describe it. Okay, split the deck to the 10 of Cups. Okay, let's see. Aries, Leo, Sag. Hi. Hi, Tyra. Baby, happy birthday. I know I done fucking missed it. Hi, June. It has been a minute. Okay. Justice, Hierophant. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag. What the hell? Hold on. Ace of Swords. The Hermit. The 10 of Cups. So the nodes are in, I've said this, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Ace of Cups. the notes, like this is how I feel. The notes are in Virgo and Pisces right now, but in July they move into Leo and Aquarius. But I do feel like, so right now we're doing elemental readings, but I feel like that's going to change too. Like we're about to get into fixed, mutable, and cardinal. Like, I don't know, it feels like training camp for everyone. But so it's like all signs collectively, you know, collectively we were not coming together as we should have with these 10 of cups, right? Okay, so collective spirits like, fuck that, let me step in. Okay, let's separate to elevate with the Hermit. All right, you know, work with your people, work with your element, master your element. All right, and after we master the element, what is the fixed, mutable, what is that? I don't know what that title reference is, but it's levels of mastery. So there's a lot of intertwining, interchanging factors. Lord, now I'm shaking. What the fuck? Ooh. Feels like a lot of you, I don't know what a healthy emotional roller coaster is, but that energy is coming up. Look, the sun, see? Thank you, God, like, period. Feels like coming back to your birthright, whatever that is for you. Some of you, the Hermit it's like trying to find your place in society. And when I see your place, like they're showing me someone that's at the beach. Someone that's at the beach that it's like, you know, when you dig your feet in the sand and it's like you get comfy, like that's your spot for the time that you're there. That is about to be a theme. Like you see how this 10 of cups, whether you are solo, or you have a tribe, you have a family, whatever it is, no matter the storyline for you personally, like there is joy. Like so the water elements, their theme is to heal, right? Your theme is sunrise. We have the sun here, but sunrise is connected to joy. You know, it's giving me like, some people really love school, other people don't, but it's giving me like the kids that are excited to learn and experience and connect and just try new shit. Like a lot of you have not. It's like if you've been doing that, you've been doing that by force and not by will, but that shit is changing. Do I just need to bring the fucking tissue? Hold on. I got tissue stuck on my face. Okay, I'm really trying to get through this reading. I really am. Okay. Where were we? But joy. Okay. I just know we left off at joy. Maybe I honestly needed it too, because what the hell? I just feel like for this, shit energy to come up. this is, hold on. I just feel like you all have a story to tell that you need to tell. Like, we started this with, you don't know my struggle. Like, that was how it started, 5 of Cups. But with the 9 of Wands, it's like you no longer have to wait. Now my contact is fucking with me. Shit. I don't know. Okay. I feel like, here we go. All right, what else? Yeah, so something has definitely been out of balance, out of order. There's been a lack of reciprocity in something. Even if you are someone, you have a platform, you tell your story, people don't know something. Okay? You have definitely held something very close to your heart, very close to your chest. But a lot of you have been in the energy of self-deception, with the 7 of Swords being in reverse. And very, like, in the energy of frustration. It's like frustrated but gratitude. Frustrated but trying to be respectful, you know. Frustrated but trying to understand. Frustrated but shit, still trying to fucking make a way. However it is for you. But frustrated is the root word to best describe whatever the experience has been that you haven't. It's like you may have been giving clues. It's given when Kevin Gates said, y'all know I be misquoting like a motherfucker, but he was like, I was given so many subliminals on Twitter. And people that, you know, were tapped in, they were able to put shit together, but if you wasn't tapped in, like, you would never know, you know. But at the same time, it was out there, but it wasn't direct. I feel like there's this energy of needing to be direct, like upfront, you know, sunrise. It's like the parts of the story that you are withholding are the parts of the story that needs to be expressed the most. The parts of the story that are most healing to the collective. And it's like you may be using, because again, for all of you, the opposite is air energy. So you may, but you may be perceiving like, okay, it's like extracting bits and pieces. It's like, you know, when a sealed file, right? Like if it's a fucking CIA, FBI file, sealed record, if you do get the file, a lot of shit is retracted. You can't see it, it's blacked out, right? But it's like whatever you have been blacking out, sealing, covering, that needs to unfold, that needs to be released so that you can step into, I don't know, whatever it is for you that you have been desiring for years. Like, this isn't some new shit. Like, this has been a long time fucking coming. Yet frustration, okay? It's like tired of fighting, Queen of Wands. But a change is coming. That's one thing I can say for sure. The sun, it is coming. You don't know when, the timing is different, but it's coming. This is a 6-month cycle. Whew. I don't know which element I said it for, but I was like, crying is your soul purging as well. I don't know, the feeling tone changed when this 5 of Cups came out. So we have Judgment, Knight of Wands. But I love this Judgment because it's in angelic form. Okay? And you know, white is new beginning. So the 4 of Wands came out on top of the Empress reverse. some of you are really struggling to keep it together. Just like I'm struggling to keep it together throughout this fucking reading, baby, you are too. Somehow, some way. This could be in everyday life. This could be in the title that you carry, okay? Baby, mama, daddy, auntie, cousin, provider, solution, fixer. I don't know. Like, it's giving it's giving the energy of when Jesus wept. Like, this energy feels like when Jesus wept. 5 of Cups, okay? You have 6, 9 in reverse, so shit has definitely been out of balance. But it's like being in the energy of telling yourself that you can't fall apart. You have to keep it together. Shit. You have to stay strong. You have to keep going. But it's like when we break down and really fall into the arms of the divine, we fall into the arms of our ancestors. I hope y'all understand my words. I'm really trying to get this shit out, okay? But we really do. And it's like, fuck you. Let me breathe. Hold on. You not allowing yourself to do that is hindering your own breakthrough. Okay? Okay. This shit's crazy. Thank you, Jenny. You're right. You're right, Danny. Okay. Can you clarify the 5 of Cups before we move on? So, okay, you have the 4 of Swords in reverse with the Hermit. High Priestess on the bottom. You can keep forgetting about my stain. Anywho. Death and the Queen of Wands. So the Hermit is the Hermit is the lesson. The lesson before the change for you to step into the Queen or King of Wands energy that you are meant to be in, okay? Again, the sunflowers go towards the sun. This is clarifying the Five of Cups. But the Hermit is looking at the Four of Swords in reverse. Which swords would be your opposite energy. So this is something like, maybe you are battling some deep shit in the shadows, okay? I'm gonna affirm that for you. Because I definitely feel like it's connected to this emotional overwhelm that I feel. Honey, baby, this message is my truth too, to keep it 100. So let's just be transparent, okay? So, but going back to what I stated about, you know, things being blacked out, hidden, right? Kept within. This would be, Four of Swords upright will be honoring that energy and that journey, but it's in reverse. You have to shine light on what you... I don't know if it's a I don't know what the specific definition is for you, but you need to bring it to light. Okay? Let there be light, as it is in Genesis, for that new beginning. You need to let there be light in the midst of darkness, okay? So that the sunflower can glide towards the fucking sun, which the sunflower will be a representation of you. You haven't been doing that. You've been resisting it. Okay, and baby, the only thing it's doing is breaking you down bit by bit, brick by brick, piece by piece. And I do feel like a lot of you just truly want to be embraced. And you are being embraced. But not by humans. It's just not that way right now. Because this white horse, we're going to look into the meaning of the white horse, is God, okay? That's why you're the only element we're doing on this Sunday. It's very intentional on behalf of the divine. It's 11:23 right now. Justice, things are moving forward. It's a new beginning. Hold on. White horse. As I'm looking this up, this deck was the very first tarot deck ever. This is the first deck I was given, first deck I've ever owned. As y'all know, if you've been tapped in, I was given most of my decks before I bought my own decks. So this was an initiation for me. And for that we're going back to the beginning, back to the basics, okay? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So in the beginning was you. And the Word was you, and you were with God, you know, if it helps. But hold on, the white horse. Okay, so white horse symbolizes purity, good fortune, strength, courage, and heroic journeys. In many cultures and mythologies, it can also represent hope, spiritual enlightenment, and divine power. It symbolizes righteousness, the coming of a savior, God, okay, and the end times. It's in Revelation. Hold on, where is it in Revelation? White horse. All right, the first is chapter 6. 6 is the lovers, and then chapter 19. 19 is the sun. Hold on. We're about to go. Should I get the Bible? Let's get the Bible. Let's get the Bible. Okay. 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 So, Revelations chapter 6, the first seal opened. The first, see, the beginning. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, hold on, what? And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Okay? Okay. Hold on. 19 was the next one. Hold on, what verse? Verse 11. Okay. Revelation 19:11. I'm reading the King James Version, okay? It's 11 through 16. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. It's going back to you starting the fire. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. In the beginning was the Word. And he was clothed with a vessel dripped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. Okay, Spirit, I see that. I see. Okay. Anywho, I'm getting excited. And the arm, hold on, let me run it back. And he was clothed with a vessel dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. You have the Ace of Swords. That with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of Almighty God. The last verse is, and he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Hold on, no. Verse 17, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. But the white horse. I said it once and I'm going to say it twice. Judge not, lest ye be judged, okay? Don't have me calling judgment on you on this Good Sunday, okay? God bless you. The fuck? Like, how you going to... Would you do that in a fucking church? Have some fucking respect. Anywho. Anything else? Okay. I'm there for, damn. Well, I did cry half the time. Oh, the doves are on the balcony eating. With the cardinals, they're eating together. Yesterday, they were bullying each other. It's going to be a great day. It is a great day. All right, Aries, Leo, Sag. What else? Solar eclipse. That's not supposed to be in here. This came out for the water signs. I'll pull from that deck for you, though. Okay, so we're going back to kind of how we started. You have diving into a task, and then a magician's sword, confidence in your magic in reverse. So whatever task you're being asked to shine light on, it's going to bring a shift in your confidence, okay? In a positive way. Yeah, you have mindful groupthink, sacred contract upright, obstacles in reverse. This is beautiful. So going back to what I mentioned about, people going through the test, some people say they can withstand the fire per se. I didn't say that verbatim, but, once they go through the test and trials, they fold basically. Not everyone that says they are sovereign are sovereign. Not everyone that says they are autonomous are autonomous. Because you have protecting the future in reverse that fell on top of groupthink. It's like, okay, so they're showing me someone that would, it's like someone challenges them to a battle, a fight, okay? Just say someone gets challenged in a boxing ring, something like that, right? Sword fighting, whatever the case may be, but there's a challenge being presented, right? Now, they're showing me someone being presented with a challenge, and, they could handle it one or two ways, okay? Which I'll explain both ways in a second, but whoever is being called to this challenge has not prepared for this challenge, okay? It's like some on-site type of shit, okay? So now this challenge is now present in front of this person, okay, who has done no preparation, nothing in order to ensure that they win this war, they win this battle, they win this fight, right? However, this is a reflection of, we'll just say, a cowardly lion versus a courageous lion, okay? Now, this person could choose to face that shit head on, okay? You win some, you lose some, and shit, if we lose, we will know what we need to work on to be able to win next time. And then you have others that'll just shy away, okay? Won't even allow themselves the effort to try, okay? Not even, tap into their courage just to see, how do I react when shit gets real? You never know until you're in the situation. Again, on-site type of energy. What I'm speaking of is more so who, I'm getting your collective, but your collective as more so, who you're connected to. Because protecting the future, it's like, yeah, for you, I feel like one side, we on go, okay? It's fire energy, okay? For fire to not be on go, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't, okay? But not everyone around you is like you. And just because you would be on go, they would not be on go, okay? Confidence in your magic. This card is on top of groupthink in reverse. Confidence in your magic in reverse. They would not handle business the same way. And that's not, baby, this ain't that type of party, okay? Where time is going, baby, things are only outside will only get worse. And this isn't fear mongering. This is no fear mongering, okay? This is just a fucking reality, okay? Babylon has to completely fall before a rebuild can happen, okay? It's just like when there's a building that is already standing, and then the ball, I forget what it's called, but it has to knock that bitch down, knock the foundation down so a new foundation can be built, okay? Shit, Twin Towers, okay? I know it's a tragedy, but I'm just trying to make a point. Not a mockery, respectfully. But people wouldn't match energy with you the same way. And I feel like, I don't know why you need to know this, but you need to know this, okay? And I don't know if this is, you know, things have already happened behind closed doors in rooms that you already weren't a part of. People are already failed tests that your spirit team has seen that you are completely unaware of. It could be any fucking thing. Like, it really could. But what you need to know is these people will not protect you in the fire as you would protect them in the fucking fire. So they have to move around, okay? Okay. Oh, that's my mom's birthday, 8/22. Period. I'm 7/26 Leo, but my mom is 8/22. I love that. Okay. My mom was in the chat yesterday. Yeah, you have Hathor on the bottom. But no, I'm supposed to be pulling from this deck. Okay. But deep diving into a task, you had, where'd it go? Oh yeah, it's right here. Sacred contract, upright with obstacles in reverse, okay? Is given no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work, okay? All right, Aries, Leo, Sag. I have chills. You have Order of Melchizedek. I can say this word. Order of Melchizedek. Shit. It's the congestion from the crying. Melchizedek. I'm going to leave it there. Order of Melchizedek, okay? Embraced by light, okay? That sun energy. Mission uncovered, baby. Do not give up, okay? Okay? This is an element, okay? You are, honey, in the beginning was the word. The word was you. That was clarified in Revelations 19. 19 is the sun. Revelation is a truth exposed to you. It's like God is like, do you need more comfort? What more comfort than you need? Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Anything else? Okay. But Emerald Tablet on the bottom, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. So get to work, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay? Me too. But yeah, we all got work to do. And we're about to move into Libra. So I feel like when Libra, hold on. Okay. Libra season starts tomorrow. Split the deck to transmuting pain. I do feel like it's just giving justice for you on behalf of you. If you wear silver, you should get into gold at this time. As I see gold, it's bringing me back to all of the crowns I mentioned when I was reading the book of Revelations. Anything else? Okay. What does that say? Revelation. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Let's get into the individual signs now, shall we? No. We're going to do the tea leaf first. All right. Close this out for Aries, Leo, Sag collectively, please. Damn. Hold on. Let's burn some incense. Okay, you have vacation. It's sideways, honey, so plans could be changing. Again, travel has been a theme. I don't know what's happening like outside in the matrix with travel, but things are changing. You have marriage here, but that's giving that sacred contract energy, but it could mean commitment. If you haven't been embraced by love, get ready to receive that. Now, you have a two-faced friend here, but it's in reverse. Did you hear that? My neighbor upstairs. It's giving drop the ball. But then you have affairs with your family next to it. Okay. And then next to that, you have someone will try to, what does it say? Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Okay. So you may think it's outside, but it's giving us more closer to home. Okay. I know it's Sunday, right? And you know, I talk how I want to talk, but it's giving fuck nigga, fuck bitch shit. I really don't know what that means, but that's what it's giving with this. But it's family, and I don't know. That could be connected to a vacation. I don't know what this is, but it does feel like baby, the family is talking shit, okay? They are talking shit and manipulating at the same damn time, judging you, but wanting you. I don't, this shit is weird. But it's heavy. You need to pay attention to the people closest to you. Like household, like same city, like I don't know. It's like close to you, okay? Or same vicinity, okay? Definitely same state, like people you are around, okay? Often. What else? I don't like this. So you have dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. You also have shield. You need to defend yourself. Whatever you need to defend yourself is this club energy. Someone will make you, well, someone will try to make you do something against your will. A lot of people are scared of your reaction. I don't know if this is like a scared of you, but intimidation is an understatement. But it's like people would never let you know this though, you know? Tell me more. You have happiness that came out too, but this is separate from that. Or people could be intimidated by your happiness as well. It's like the happier you are, the angrier people get. I don't know. The more worried people get, the more fearful people come, the more fucking fake they become. What the fuck? I don't know. Okay, what else? December. So what is that? Sag, Capricorn. You have Elephant in reverse. It fell on top of a two-faced friend. It fell in between and on top of both a two-faced friend and affairs with your family. So a journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Someone didn't learn a lesson. Or people could be worried about the karma that comes because of you too. This could go so many ways. Because over here, you got happiness, marriage, vacation. Plans could be changing, but either way, you're good. Over here, people have a problem with you. I don't know. What else? Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. New job, career. So if you are currently searching, seek and you shall find, you will find. If you currently have a position and you're trying to grow, like grow within the company, this eclipse may not be the time for that. Okay? But honestly, be grateful that you have a job, okay? Truly. Yeah, announcement in reverse, disappointment in a friend or lover. And disappointment in a friend or lover is on top of someone will try to make you do something against your will. But it feels like it feels like a long-term family friend, right? Like someone is giving Casey and JoJo all my life. Like, I don't know. But I'm also getting, I hear adoption. Oh, y'all got some family secrets. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It could be so many things, though. But this could also be tribe, too. I don't know. Let's keep going. What else? You're going to have, whatever this is, though, you're definitely going to have to read in between the lines with use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Something is not going to be so direct. I feel like that's all they want to say because the energy is definitely shifting. Is there anything else with this specifically? Excitement. Excitement is giving drama. Or, because misunderstanding is in reverse, and then you have an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. You could be misprocessing something. I don't know if that's the right word, misprocessing, but you could think that you have to defend yourself in a tricky situation, you know? You may feel like, you know, people are about to badger you, judge you. You may definitely, you know, already be defensive walking into something. And you could be, it's like manifesting your own chaos in a sense. Manifesting the own fire in a sense. Yeah, manifesting your own fire. But then again, you have someone who will try to make you do something against your will. So that is manipulation for someone else's personal gain. Either way, I don't like it. What's the advice so we can move on? So, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. A lot of you are focused on generational healing, breaking generational curses, whatever, however you define it, that's your focus. But there's something about the person. Lord, now the fucking tears, they're coming back. There's something about the person that chooses to actually walk this path. You have to make a decision, and you have to just have discernment when it comes to, and I'm going to say it in a way where you have to make a decision for yourself, okay? But you have to make a decision on who bread is broken with, basically, okay? If you are bloodline focused, right? I'm doing it for my bloodline. I'm doing it for my bloodline. I'm healing my bloodline. And God calls you to separate from your bloodline, you're meant to birth a new bloodline. I know that's deep. I know it may take some time. But you're meant to birth a new bloodline, okay? Now, the bloodline does come from the masculine energy, right? You have younger men here. So if you are a woman, you have a son, you're raising your son to birth a new bloodline. You follow me? If you are a woman, you choose the bloodlines that are birthed. Either way, you're part of the bloodline that is created, that is manifested, okay? With tree being here, affairs with your family. I said what? Flannel, but family, Lord God. You have money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. You have peace and harmony here, but it's in reverse with unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And you also have do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, but it's in reverse. It's giving yielding to something that you are not meant to yield to. And I do feel like this is in regards to the legacy that you choose to carry on. Okay? I don't know. I feel like the way that I verbalize it is very surface level, but it's very deep, okay? It's that deep diving into a task type of energy. So this, what I'm speaking of, is tied into that message of protection. You are trying to break bread, provide for people. Now, what would Jesus do? Jesus would still do it. Are you Jesus? No. Now, we are all God's children, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into my belief system, which y'all know it. You should. If not, it'll come out again. God is peace. God is also wrath, you know? And that peace versus wrath is connected to this broken bridge energy for you. People that do not want to do the work judge you for the work that you do. And they probably speak as if, you know, you think you're holier than thou, whatever the fuck, you know. It's always a fucking narrative projection of some sort. It's a part of the game. It's a part of the program. Just like these fucking comments are part of the game, part of the program. I don't fucking like it, but it's a part of the game. I'm not gonna stop, okay? I ain't gonna stop. Who said that? What song is that? I got the keys. Yes, yes. DJ Khaled, I got the keys, okay? We ain't gonna stop. No, that's Top Off. That is Top Off. DJ Khaled, okay? Anywho, it's still a DJ Khaled song, but it's like you, when it comes to breaking bread, when it comes to building, when it comes to planning, when it comes to creating, whatever it is, again, legacy, you have to protect that. That you are the mother of that, the father of that. Whether you are a literal mother or not, baby, your craft is your baby, okay? You are the parent, you are the overseer, you are the judge, the jury, and the executioner, which means you have to have discernment. And protection from harm is like the same motherfuckers that you are trying to build with would be the same motherfuckers to break you. And they probably already have broken you in some form or fashion, but you're still, baby, your perseverance is admirable. And I feel like the last element reading, we were talking about how your perseverance was weakened, okay? But truly, it's admirable. You don't give yourself enough fucking credit. But when the fuck is enough, okay? Because whatever this property through an inheritance, winning or windfall, it feels heavy windfall, especially since your opposite is air energy. Air is wind. It's coming from the divine. But you keep breaking bread with people that need to serve karma, okay? So until you make a judgment call on this, because today is the 21st, the world, you need to end the cycle, beloved, okay? Your happiness, celebration, fun, enjoyment, the marriage that you seek with people, with your community, with your fucking partner, shit, if you're already in it, the marriage that you seek when it comes to fucking life experiences, it is on hold because you keep fucking up people's karma because you in the fucking way. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's clean this up. All right. Now, you also have great passion. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Pay attention to your health. Health is wealth. But pay attention to your health is Cain, so that always gives me, you need to monitor your sugar intake. Sugar is sugar a dairy? Either way, baby, it don't help heal you, okay? Get into replacing sugar with or local raw honey, okay? And it's better to get local raw honey versus just store honey, because local raw honey, that's more organic than the shit that you buy in the store that says organic, okay? Okay. But it also, local raw honey is adaptive to your environment and your air quality as well. So don't slip on your health, okay? And for a lot of you, when you're sad, you like sugar. As I say that, I hear you need to get a different habit. And then I hear future, ain't no way around it. I don't know. I don't know. That's funny. All right, what else? Fire, you came out. Some of you struggle from, you know, extreme to extreme. Love or hate, extreme to extreme. But no, you got some family problems though, seriously. Whipping willow, family sorrow. Damn, I just, ooh, shit, that hurt. What else? Also, if you, no, seriously, like dead ass, I'm not a doctor, but you need to really be mindful of your mental stress. Shit, because this fucking pain that I have in my temple all of a sudden, I don't know, I just keep seeing a brain aneurysm, but your stress could lead to that. Like, you need to pay attention to your health, okay? And I feel like your sorrow, your pain, that energy that you're withholding, again, you need to have that complete breakdown, okay? So that you can shift this energy, because it's affecting you negatively more than you realize. Yeah, dagger just fell on top of pay attention to your health. And this isn't to scare you, just get your shit in order. Respectfully, be careful, do not take risks. Don't, like, for, if you are guided to do a detox, if you're guided to start exercising, that's not in vain. Like, that is a foresight for healing, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Anything else? Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. You are being crowned. You have journey, horse. So spirit is iterating what we've been discussing this whole time. But you do have casket. Someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. And short journey is you're not too far away from the end of this sorrow. Because, honey, the sorrow is going out of your life. The fears, worries, tense situations are going out of your life. For a lot of you, you have been working on your health, okay? You have been working on mental health, physical health, honey. You may not, you've been trying, okay? You may not be able to see the results, but you get an A for effort. And I feel like you're going to see that payoff. It just depends. Either you need to take it seriously, or you're going to see the payoff. Okay? But there is an end of sorrow coming. Period. Great happiness, great good fortune, and get back to the basics. In the beginning was the word, okay? Just alpha, all right? You're protected from negative forces beyond your control. You have June, July here. So was it Cancer, Gemini, Leo? That's it? Yeah. Someone is behaving stupidly. That landed on top of June, Gemini, Cancer. I hear fuck 'em by Yo Gotti. Damn, involvement with the law. This is still clarifying June energy. Success is not a part of this. I mean, what? Spirit, you keep giving me these storylines, and then it's like, okay, give them this, let's move on. But that it's not. Can I be thorough? Okay, I'm on the right path. You're maybe. Okay. Specifically, there is a Gemini or Cancer. I hear sun, because the sun has been a theme. Especially since July is here, and July starts Leo season, the sun. But you have someone is behaving stupidly, involvement with the law. It's given somebody's about to have a reaction. Get a reaction, have a reaction. Reaction is involved. And reaction is connected to this fire energy. That affairs with your family shit could be a Gemini or a Cancer specifically. But as far as you personally, I don't know. A lot of people, like, this is your reading, but a lot of other energies want to, it's like they have to be a part of your storyline. I don't know. I'm noticing that. But on another note, baby, you got success. That flew over here with happiness, celebration, fun, and enjoyment, vacation, and marriage. You also have grapes. You need to go out and have fun, okay, honey? Maybe you need to drink a glass of red wine a day for the heart chakra, okay? Okay? You also have arrow. You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Whatever this family shit is, I feel like you know what I'm talking about, what it is for you. And yes, that's what it is. And you need to make some judgment calls, okay? Okay, love you. Let's get into the individual signs because I gotta leave in 30 minutes. Ain't no way around it. Hold on. Clarify. When it comes to money, okay, baby, if I don't, okay, I'm gonna read the cards to you. You have bear, danger, especially in money matters, feathers. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Wherever you know someone could do more to help and they are not doing it, stop helping. Okay, you got to cut some cords, babe. You do. You do. And you give a fuck, okay? Which is why we having this conversation, because as much as you don't give a fuck, you be giving a fuck, okay? I understand. Yep. A two-faced friend. It keeps coming out in reverse, though. So this is what I feel like they want to iterate. This is family, okay? Affairs with your family. This is family, okay? Period. Thank you for the confirmation. Lion, time to act. You need to cut some motherfucking cords, okay? Okay, let's get into the individual signs. All right. Who's first? Aries. I feel like these are going to be very short because really for Aries, Leo, Sag, the collective was the most important for all of you. But let's see. Hi, Aries. At least I got my emotions together. I feel better. That shit was a release. I don't know. You're welcome. Really? Okay, I actually want to try that. Milk and organic honey. What kind of milk? Amen. Ashe. Okay. Aries, Virgo new moon, partial solar eclipse. My lips are dry as hell. You have the Hierophant. Commitment, spiritual enlightenment, crown chakra activation. Your journey is sacred, okay? And I've been telling you guys this because, you know, all the major planets went retrograde in your sign and things throughout the summer. It's been intense for y'all, honey, but pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. Success. A lot of Taurus energy, though. Who is this? Aries. You have love in reverse and conflicts. There's conflict with travel because this is an airplane. I don't know what's happening. That's why travel is coming. Something is happening in the skies. Okay, we already know the aliens is here, but it's something else. As soon as I said that, the air clicked to cut off. That's crazy. You have 5-5 here, though. Aries. Ace of air. Deception in reverse. Anything else? 9 of pentacles. Gain. There's growth. Ooh, and the king and the queen. Well, Mother of Air, Father of Air, but King and Queen of Swords. Okay. So Aries, really quickly, right? Um, Relationships are a distraction for you. They are. Um, you could definitely like I see you. You could Lord, let me get it out. Autumn could be one of your favorite seasons for some of you, even though you're fire energy, and you initiate spring solstice. But yeah, autumn for some of you could be one of your favorite seasons. A lot of you hunt. Don't take this the wrong way. Some of you hunt in autumn, okay? And hunting is just, it's cuffing season. You date, okay? You like to, see what's outside during autumn. Or that could be something that you are drawn to do this upcoming autumn. But this is not the time with love in reverse. And if you're trying to force relationships, force connections, this feels more so romantic, you will experience conflict, okay? Also, when it comes to travel, especially if you are into group travel, solo travel would do better if it's a necessity for you to travel. With the Ace of Air, I do feel like this is connected to the Hierophant. I do feel like there is a truth that you are discovering. What happened to my music? It's not even paused. What the hell? All right. Um, yeah, there's a truth that you're discovering. It's like discovering a subject in life and wanting to know more, and then realizing that you want to adapt that. Like you want to, yeah, you want to adapt to that, Does that make sense? It's like when people are raised, in a certain religion, and then they are introduced to something else, and then they become curious, and then they start to research it, and it feels like they start to resonate with that, and then it starts to become a part of their lifestyle type of energy. It's something like that. Um, with deception in reverse, next to gain, you may feel like people are attacking you. That's not true. You're just being tested, okay? Now, it's interesting as I say that they're taking me to the story of Job. Job comes up from time to time, but the test of Job, it's very interesting because um have the, isn't it an herb? But it's called Job's Tears, and honey, I cried throughout half this damn reading. But um I've never used it. I've never worked with it, but I've had it for like a year or two, the herb itself. Um, but it's like basically the story of Job is God allowed the devil to test Job to the max, basically to the max, um, because he knew Job would remain faithful, Job would remain committed, but it didn't stop, even though, it didn't stop the test, basically. And with deception in reverse and gain in reverse, it's not. I mean, I can see how people would view a test as an attack, but again, this is training camp, it's training day. That's all it is. It's not anything more than that. Also, conflict is giving me rejection is God's protection. So when things are not going how you want them to go, I hear just fall back, respect it and fall back. It'll help you from exerting a lot of unnecessary energy and help you conserve and save your energy. Now, some of you could be in school with this Hierophant as well. You could already be learning something. Also, for some of you, you are called to teach something in particular that you are expanding on with this growth gain card throughout this eclipse over the next 6 months. But if there is deception around you, or unnecessary conflict around you, I just feel like this is not the time for people to fuck with you. I just feel like the consequences are heavy with you starting as the energy representing the Hierophant. Because the Hierophant is Taurus energy. Taurus is the bull. The bull card is Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. But this is not the time to fuck with you, because if they do, you know, it's like if people are not approaching you with love and respect, they are being met with conflict, okay? If people are not approaching you with truth and they are approaching you with deception, they are being met with fucking conflict. I do feel like with this mother and father of air, you have, it's giving like a an ancestor couple, like two people that were married in this realm for a very long time that also work together in the spirit realm, but they're ancestors of yours. So, and then you have the Ace of Air here. Spirit is very clear on what you want to manifest. It's just here you need to just, there's, the only thing you need to do is learn. Learning is a part of this mastering of the Hierophant. Okay? Okay. Anything else for Aries? Okay, we're good. I love you. Yeah. Sort of. What's your opposite? Libra. Libra season starts tomorrow. It's 12/11 right now. What if I Libra season for Aries? I just want to see some. They told me. Woo! Honey. Emperor, Aries, your energy. And the Hermit came out in reverse as well. So if you've been in Hermit mode, you're about to be in Aries mode. Okay? Okay. Leo. Maybe what's going to come out for us? Hold on. 106.26. Okay. Leo. Why do I feel nervous? Perfection is an illusion. First message. Leo. You know, I don't know though. Is perfection an illusion? Because God made us perfect. Did he not? Did she not? Right. So you're starting to question some things a lot. Now Leo. I fucking knew it. I knew it was gonna be some. I felt it. That's why I got nervous. All right. Yeah, the Hanged Man. 12:13 right now. Okay. All right, Leo babe. We have perfection in reverse, the Son of Air, which would be the Knight of Swords. You have oppression here, which would be the Ten of Wands. Oppression is upright. You have power in reverse, which would be the Nine of Wands. And then you have the High Priestess in reverse. You know what's interesting is that the collective thinks that they know a Leo, but they don't. Okay? Yes, we are the sun. Yes, we have these qualities, right? But it's like, you know, we didn't ask, we didn't, did we ask to be born this way? I don't fucking know, okay? Because I feel like we make a lot of judgment calls about this life before we get here, and some are out of our control as well. But there, first of all, your mind is changing. There is a perspective shift. The Hanged Man is on the bottom. But this High Priestess and power in reverse with oppression is a problem, okay? Now, the theme for you specifically has been sunrise. It will be that, okay? Until God says otherwise, pretty much. But you don't... I feel like Leos are collectively known for owning their power in a negative, egotistical, antagonistic type of way, when that's truly not our truth. The High Priestess, baby, you be knowing, okay? We be knowing, you be knowing. The sun is enlightenment. The sun is clarity. The sun is knowledge. It's shining light on the darkness. So it comes with that. The sun itself comes with gifts itself, just like fucking Sagittarius is ruled by fucking Jupiter, and Jupiter is expansion. Like, there's uniqueness. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. There's uniqueness here. You keep yourself in a box, okay? You do. This oppression, he is in a fucking jail cell, okay? It is Wands energy. You keep your, when I say you keep you in a box, your fire energy is kept in a box. Some of y'all don't do too much, okay? Like, you can turn up, okay? You can have the fun, you know, we can go there if we need to go there, but we don't be going there, okay? At least not anymore is what I hear. You struggle with self-trust with the High Priestess in reverse. You know what you need to do. You know the direction you need to take. You know what the fuck needs to be eliminated. You know what the fuck is fucking sucking away your power. You know what is, you know. Like, the emphasis is you know, and you were born to know. Period. But you don't carry that torch, okay? Lord, here we go. You're not carrying that torch. And it's like God has a problem with that, because you were made, you are the sun for a reason, okay? And I feel like a lot of our conversations have been about, it's like surrounding self-confidence, self-esteem, like just Plies, awesome, okay? You're fucking hot, son, okay? But truly, you don't. The recognition comes from you first. The acknowledgement comes from you first. The issue is it has not been coming from you first. Okay? But I feel like all of that is about to change, though. I really do. I really do. Because I feel like you got you fucked up. That's what I think. And I feel like the divine is aware of this. Your ancestors are too. Okay? And honey, even though shit, you got you fucked up, it's like you really truly don't know just how perfect you are. Like, you don't realize. It's like, even if you are aware of your power, you know, you're aware what you can do, okay? You're not, again, you know, okay? But you don't sit in that energy with grace, with power, with class. Like, you don't. And I feel like this eclipse, it's like whatever has eclipsed your light is being eclipsed to reignite your light, because it's a solar eclipse on a Sunday. Okay? Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah, repletion. Enough is enough. You have 10-10 here. Enough is enough. We can no longer live this cycle. You need to move out of this. This shit needs to be eclipsed. You need to be up here. Okay, you shine up there. You don't shine down low. You shine up there. So you need to be up there. Okay, and anything that is fucking up that flow has got to go. Okay, okay. And honestly, let me tell you, because your ego is about to be stroked. Okay, but don't allow that to go to your head when, as your ego is about to be stroked in all types of ways. I ain't gonna tell you where my mind just went, but receive that, sit in that. You don't need to go and fucking exploit that, okay? Just own it. Maybe you should watch the water sign reading. Whose song was that? Was it the water elements? I don't know. It's Drake on it. Anything else for Leo? I see the Queen of Cups, bravery, death, and the Knight of Wands. You have a lot of knight energy here. I don't see no kings. I don't see no emperors. Okay, I see knights. That's all I'm gonna say. No kings, no emperors, just knights. They're not pages though, but they're knights. So meaning that you're about to be courted, okay? But even though you're being courted, it does not mean that shit is about to be solidified, okay? Don't Don't get your hopes up is my point, okay? Yeah. The Tower is in reverse though. Honey, things are about to stabilize where they have been destabilized. Hallelujah. Queen of Cups. If your cup is not overflowing, it's about to be. Again, your ego is about to be stroked, but receive that and harness it. Don't exploit it, okay? Because that's what the world wants you to do, so they can have something to fucking talk about, okay? Okay. Yeah. But this is about to be, it's there's a healing that's happening with the feminine within you, whether you're masculine or feminine, okay? Leo by nature is masculine energy, so shifting to the opposite, the healing Aquarius side of you. But it's like instead of having those self-destructive thoughts, embodying those healing thoughts, you know, shifting the mental cycle. Okay? Okay. It's 12:21. Let's finish with Sag. Sagittarius. Are you okay? Are you okay? First question I want to ask. I'm sweating. The Magician fell in my lap. You're not okay. You're all over the place. Even though this is a magician, you're very you're having trouble making decisions, solidifying some things. It's more so putting your foot down. But it feels like energetically you are all over the place. It's like someone's searching for home. You know? And this for sale sign, yeah, it's searching. Yeah. That whole home is where the heart is. I feel like you don't resonate with that. You have equilibrium in reverse. Based on how these individual readings are, I understand the collective message even more. You have the King of Air, King of Swords in reverse. You have domination. Okay. The Magus, equilibrium, the universe. So you have the Magician. Equilibrium is the Two of Swords in reverse. Universe is the world. Father of Air is the King of Swords in reverse. And then domination is the Two of Wands. You have the Ace of Fire on the bottom. Okay, I feel like there's one more though. Okay, two more. Yes, victory in reverse with stability. So that could be, thank you. That's what it is. That's where you're all over the place. I hear Donnell Jones, where I want to be. Oh, his phone's about to die. Oh, shit. I feel like you're having trouble trying to figure out where you want to be, who you want to be with, what you want to do, who you want to give love to. You're just having trouble making a lot of decisions. You got a lot happening in the mind, but you're not coming to conclusions to remove that thought. It's like you're just allowing it to linger in a sense. Hold on. I feel like you could have, you know, moved to different cities, different homes, different roommates. There's something about your home life is definitely different. I hear different now from how you grew up. Something has changed. And you may be in a stable environment, but you're not happy where you are. And if you think you're happy, you're definitely not fulfilled, okay? Because happy can be considered just grateful. I'm grateful to have what I have. But fulfilled is my wants and my needs are met, is how I process it. You are out of balance. But I feel like you don't believe that you'll have the victory of doing something on your own. Like all of these roots, they're four trees in this stability four card. Four trees intertwining their roots. Now, technically, every root to every tree is connected under the earth. Okay, that's what they say. But you're starting with the magician. This is you. And then in the middle of this, you have domination. These are two different arms, arm wrestling. So the arm wrestling energy. Are you in competition? Yeah, are you in competition? Because this is a track competition, but shit is not a competition though. Even with the way that I'm reading this energy, it feels like you are heavily misreading something. I don't know. It's like it feels like you're playing in an illusion. And I see a glass vase. A glass vase that's like iridescent. And it's just being broken. It's empty and it's iridescent. But it's on a, it's like it's sitting on a pillar. But it's empty. And about to be broken. Because I see it being broken. So, what do I take from that? Glass is transparency. Empty is emptiness. Broken is failure, falling apart. Which would represent equilibrium in reverse. But your opposite is Gemini. And the King of Swords, I believe it's represented by Aquarian energy, but for me it's Gemini. And who is this person? What is this? I don't know. I hear the song Throw It Off. Disappointments. Ace of Cups. Scorpio. It's the loudest. Who's this? Sagittarius? Honestly, clarify this because I don't want to say it. Yeah, circumspection. I honestly feel like y'all are about to take a loss. You're having to start over, go back to the basics. Why? Here the foundation is fake. Yeah, something is very different now compared to how it was with you as a child. You have the Lovers here, Gemini energy, but the family tree. Okay. Is this a passing of a loved one? Possibly feminine energy. My condolences, especially because in this Lovers you see the names in the tree. But we are in a 9th year, and I say that often as a preparation. It's a part of the program. I can't deny it. And it's about to shift, you know, autumn, fall, it's all connected. Look, you see the broken glass, failure, and then your energy in reverse. Yeah, something's not, I don't know what this is, but there's this dishonesty here too. But I do feel like, going back to how we started, like you are struggling to find home. And I feel like you need to retrace your steps. Like, I went on a path before I moved to Georgia. But I lived somewhere else before I moved to Georgia. But basically, I had to retrace my steps. I had to retrace my steps. It was very, like, it was on my heart and soul to go back. I went to every home I lived at previously. Um, to reflect on the energy that I was in at that time, and to reflect on how much I had changed and transitioned and how things were different and where I was going. Like, I needed to go back to understand how I was about to move forward, basically. And I feel like you're about to take a similar journey, especially with this Ace of Cups and this disappointment. Because honestly, I feel like this is happening due to ungratefulness. Like, I don't know why. It's kind of like, being so taken care of by the divine. I mean, you're Jupiter. You're ruled by Jupiter. So luck, expansion, abundance. But, all being so taken care of that you forget what it's like to not have, to struggle. And then we become ungrateful. We all have to get checked sometimes. And I feel like some of you are about to be checked. Because you definitely cannot move into a 2026 year like this. Okay, 2026 is a 10-year, and 26 all eights are karma. This magician, how you start, has an infinity 8 on top of his head. This is like going back to your roots, retracing your roots. I don't know. And it's also giving me, you need to spend some time with some people, because it's like the people that you despise are the people that you're becoming. I don't know. It's something about the attitude. It's the attitude. I don't know. Anything else? Oh shit, it's 12:32. Oh, I gotta go. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, Mother of Fire. You need to go back. Queen of Wands. And the Daughter of Earth. This is like, I keep saying Nicki Minaj. I know she's a Sag, but Roman, her alter ego Roman versus Nicki, And I feel it's like, I don't know, it's like I don't know what you did. I don't know if this is, I don't know what it is, honestly. But Roman is more so, Roman don't give a fuck, okay? However, Nicki, it just feels like you're not you. I don't know. It's like who you've been around, you become, and it's not you anymore. So you need to, it's time for a journey. This Ace of Cups is definitely a journey. And it's your own personal journey back to the sun. And I feel like this fire, no, seriously, my condolences if someone is passing away. They could be getting cremated, okay, because this is giving me cremation. But this may be what causes you to go back. It's reminding me of a dream that I had a couple of years ago. And I had to go back to my childhood home because of a funeral. It hasn't happened in real life, but I had this dream in like 2021, 2022. but it's a dream that has definitely stood out. I don't know. All right, anything else? Yeah. You have torment on the bottom with the Son of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands, which would be your energy. So yeah, you're about to go on a journey, but it feels like you're not moving backwards per se, but it's definitely giving like having to retrace your steps. Like I just hear you forgot. Like you forgot. The energy of abandonment is coming up too. It's like, yes, there are some people that's meant to just assist us on the journey, right? They help us cross over, they help us initiate, whatever the case may be, like they show up as guides. But it's also giving your priorities have not been in order for quite some time. And in order for them to realign, it's like sometimes you do have to take 2 steps backwards to move 2 steps forwards. For example, if you fuck up your credit, okay, honey, you need to fix your credit in order to have better credit. You got to move backwards forwards. So however it is, but whatever you're doing right now, it's not working. Yeah, Chariot in reverse, it's not working. So moving backwards so that you can move forward. And this judgment is giving, like your spirit team has been in collaboration for quite some time about this, and a decision has been made. Yeah. So that you can stop self-destructing too. I don't know what this is. And it's also realizing what you're able to do on your own without the help of others, without assistance. Let me go. This is by far the longest reading so far because we've been here over 2 hours. But I did have to keep getting up, so it's partially my fault. You in Georgia? I'm in Georgia too. Hit me up on Instagram. Honey, no, don't do that. I do not be on Instagram. I say that, and I do not be in the Instagram DMs. Maybe that's a sign. I don't miss Instagram. I really don't, but I do. I feel like I be having moments where I just need to pop up. And I just be like, nah. If you want to see me on YouTube. But I'm in Georgia. Now hit me up on Instagram for real. It was water. Yes, I know. I pulled the deck out for water. I remember that because I was talking about the eyes of Hathor. Damn, I missed all of this. Hold on. Stony filled organic milk. Hold on, let me take a picture. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That works for me. Thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, let me go. Have a good day. I will be back Friday. Friday is the 26th, right? And I love the 26th because it's my number. But we'll be back Friday to start with Libra. And we're going to be doing September and October. We're going to do them kind of early because I just want to be outside for Halloween this year. I do. I haven't been outside for a minute, okay? I've been in the house and I have to get outside. So, yeah, that's all I have. But I love you. And baby, cry it out. Like I had to on live with y'all. It's in it's in the description. I think. It's in one of them, the bio or the description, one of them. But the email is fine. I'll get the email directly to my phone. And I be on Do Not Disturb on Instagram for half the day anyway, so I'm not going to get your message till after midnight. So email is better. But I love you guys. Have a good day. I will see you on Venus Day. Happy eclipse. It has not peaked yet, but do what you got to do. Bye. I love you too, boo.